Hi, my name is Amy. Thank you very much for watching, and let's make some bad financial decisions together. This is for entertainment purposes only, so if you are entertained, please like and subscribe. Would really appreciate that. So, sometimes I say things that are really obvious, like when you sell something, you no longer have that thing. But then I get comments like this, and I will read it to you in a moment, and I think, okay, well, maybe it's not that obvious. So this person says, income ETFs should not be compared to trading options yourself. They should be able to meet an even lower bar. Can they preserve your capital and give more income than you can receive by simply buying the underlying and selling shares for income? Because if you can't, and none that they have tested so far can, then all they're doing is charging you money for the service of selling shares for you, even if that's not literally what they're doing on the back end. So if you can't perform that, whatever. Okay. I started this spreadsheet last year, and I forgot even where it was. So thank you for motivating me to find this again and updating it. So here's the thing. If I started in February 2022 and I need $3,500 a month, if I had bought MSTY and I only reinvested in MSTY, and I have done the manual finagling myself, this is on the payable date and real live, like what I could have paid for it using Yahoo spreadsheets. So going all the way, you see how for the most part, the principal, it goes up, okay? But when, the principal goes down, the principal's going down, but I am getting paid along the way. So, and this is taking out $3,500 every month. So at the end here, so this is if I only reinvested in MSTY, then this is what I would have at the end of March. If I had only sold MSTR, then this is what I would have right now. And if I had bought MSTY and reinvested it in MSTR, then this is what I would have. And if you look here, this is what, on like a good time, this is what I would expect to happen. So over time, because I'm taking out the $3,500, and I'm reinvesting the rest, over time, the value of my MSTY shares, because I now own more shares, and therefore I'm getting more dividends every time, it's slowly going up over time. And MSTR so far has been able to keep up because it's had strong growth. And if I had I hadn't actually added to the amount of shares that I had for MSTY, and with the leftover, I had purchased MSTR, then I would have more money than if I had just purchased MSTY. However, in February and March, Bitcoin and MicroStrategy have been not doing so well. So if I had bought into all of the extra money into MSTR, I would still have more money just in general, but it's less than the month before. It would actually happen, and this is in the future. So basically, if nothing changes, if the price is stagnant for both MSTR and MSTY, and the dividend for MSTY stays at $1.37, then in 9 months, your MSTY will be worth more than your MSTR. And if you're surprised that in 9 months, your combination of MSTY and MSTR is lower than if you had just bought MSTY, what happened with this was in March, because you have not actually bought more MSTY shares, there was actually a deficit in the amount of income that you needed. So you had to sell your MSTR at unfavorable prices. And so if you can't increase your MSTY so that in the future, when the distribution per share goes down, then you have to sell something. And when you sell it, you have less of it, and therefore it's worth less. So, I think it might, and as we go further into the future, when we have the crypto winter and we see that MSTR's prices are falling pretty regularly, or they are stagnating at a certain price that is even less than when we started out, that you will see that within a year, if I keep this up and I periodically update you, that if you have MSTY and you've been reinvesting this whole time, the amount that you needed minus the amount that you needed to live on, that over time you should have more than if you just sold MSTR. And so I think also the issue that I was experiencing was, if I have enough money to sell a put on actual MSTR and do a dividend wheel, so I sell a put until I get assigned the 100 shares, and then I turn around and I do the cover call myself, then I'm actually getting the price appreciation of MSTR, and I also don't have to sell my MSTR. I can just have the $3,500 derived from MSTR and also enjoy the price appreciation from MSTR. So, and if you have the dividend wheel, you set it close enough that you're getting a good premium and far enough away that you're not constantly getting your shares called away. And so, like, if I get it called away, though, I can sell a put and get back into the game. So I think over time, adding 2 shares will have a better result than just investing in the underlying, because when you invest in just the underlying and you are reliant on needing a fixed income every month, that eventually will be in a bear market, you'll have unfavorable prices that you have to sell your shares at, and that will really eat into the number of shares, and then when there's another bull run, you'll just have less shares in general. Eventually, it does run out. So hopefully that clears that up. Let me know if this makes sense to you, and if you have any other questions. Also, I didn't bring it up, but here is yield might. And basically, if you have an amount like $100 that you want to invest, this is the amount that you would get in the latest distribution that I've recorded. And then you can see it normalized to weekly, monthly, and annually. And you can click into the details, and you can click on this to go to the website and get the prospectus and all the information that you need in order to judge for yourself what you should be investing in, because the latest distribution and the price, this is just one piece of the puzzle, but it is a good way to compare what you could get with each group. And they are grouped by when they pay, because, for example, these have declarations on Wednesdays, so you get paid on Friday, and then these declare on Friday, and so you get paid on Tuesday. So if you have a lot of margin and you don't want the value of your portfolio to fluctuate that much. You might want to have some on Wednesdays and one that declare on Fridays, and then yield max for the most part, and some curve, they pay every 4 weeks. So you could pick one from each group, and then you're getting paid weekly, even though they pay every 4 weeks. And then you have the traditional monthly ones that pay once per month. And it's up to you what you want to invest in, but a lot of people like to get their dividends sporadically throughout the month. That way, their portfolio balance doesn't dip all at the same time. And it's also, for me, I found that I do like getting paid weekly because when I'm tracking in my dividend tracker, I can see whether I'm on track to make my goal for the month. So there's that. Anyways, I will talk to you later. Bye.